God or Mammon? Matthew chapter 6. Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. He cannot serve God and Mammon. The reason God asks you to tithe or to give is to give you the opportunity to prove that you are not living in idolatry. Mammon is world wealth. It is a personification of wealth and greed as a false god. Mammon was a Syrian god of riches. God asks you to give what is dear to you, what is dear to me. If you love your money more than God, He will take it from you. Giving is proof that greed does not control us. Giving is a proof that greed does not control us. We see this principle illustrated in the life of Abraham. God said to Abraham, prove that you love me by giving me the one thing that is dearest to you, your only son. Abraham passed the test of giving by his willingness to sacrifice Isaac on the altar. Genesis 22. Once Abraham had shown his willingness to give his son, God said to Abraham, now let me show you what I will give to you. Genesis 22, 15 to 18. Abraham did not get his inheritance until he demonstrated that he was willing and obedient to give. You can pray. Prayer of God's promises of his prosperity over your life. Deuteronomy chapter 6, 10 to 11. Let's see what Deuteronomy chapter 6 says. Deuteronomy chapter 6, 10 to 11. And it shall be, when the Lord thy God shall have brought thee into the land which he sware unto thy father, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities, which thou buildest not, and house is full of all good things, which thou fillest not, and well diggest, which thou diggest not, vineyard and olive tree, which thou plantest not, then thou shalt have eaten and be full. That shall be your portion and my portion in Jesus' name. We must learn to become seed conscious and not need conscious. Every time God gives you an opportunity to give, He's giving you an opportunity to increase your income. Luke chapter 6, verse 38. Luke chapter 6, verse 38. Let's see what Luke chapter 6, verse 38 says. Give, and it shall be given to you, good measure, pressed down, and shaken together, and running over, shall men give into your bosom. For with the same measure that ye met withal, it shall be measured to you again. John chapter 12, verse 24. John chapter 12, verse 20. Verily, verily, I say unto you, except a corn of a wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit. God supply and multiply the seed so that you can sow and then increase in fruits also. He wants you to increase in seed, as also he wants you to increase in what? In fruit. 2 Corinthians chapter 9, 10 to 11. 2 Corinthians chapter 9, 10 to 11. 2 Corinthians chapter 9. 2 Corinthians chapter 9, 10 to 11. Now he that ministereth seed to the sower, both minister bread for your food, and multiply your seed sown, and increaseth the fruit of your righteousness, being enriched in everything to all bountifulness, which causeth through us thanksgiving to what? To God. You determine the size of your harvest when you sow your seed. 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 6. But this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully. So, to God, greed is to learn to give. The Lord bless.